entries that feature the...
It's been a year now, and then now the year is 1000. I can't believe it. It's been a year. The year is 1000 now.
It aired on Nick and Nicktoons for several years, and even had an altered theme just for Nick. Anyway, this joke likely flew over the heads of some adults as it's very sly and clever, which makes the joke even that much better, and it all started with a misunderstanding. In this one, Yakko asks Dot to dust for Prince. Dot then comes back into frame holding the artist formerly known as Prince. Yakko then corrects her, reiterating that he wants fingerprints. Dot gives Yakko this look and tells him that she doesn't think that's a good idea, and Prince gives himself an annoyed facepalm due to the exchange. If you didn't get that joke, well, you're too young. Let's go back to Bikini Bottom here and see what other sort of jokes the SpongeBob writers put in the show. SpongeBob actually has more of these than you might have realized, but that's part of what made SpongeBob so great. In this bit, SpongeBob finds some soap in a barrel, referring to them as doubloons. He then casually instructs Gary not to drop them, giving him a wink. While this is funny due to the fact that Gary the Snail has no hands, it's also a reference to a common prison line, which would result in bad things happening to anyone who dropped the soap in a shower. Like we said earlier, Rocko's Modern Life is another show that's perhaps more obvious and direct with its adult humor. We're quite certain that many kids could have caught this joke depending on how old they were. The reason they could have likely caught it is to the brand recognition of the Playboy magazine, which has showed up in countless movies and shows. In Rocko's Modern Life, a side character at some sort of carnival ride can be seen reading a copy of Play Slug, which features a well-endowed female model on the cover. Even more adult is the lever the worker is holding and how straight it's standing. Now there's a metaphor that kids will not have caught right away. No show on Nickelodeon is safe from throwing in some adult humor. That includes the seemingly innocent show Doug, which was one of the first original Nicktoons to launch on Nickelodeon. But that doesn't mean that this heartfelt show didn't have its moments. It totally did. When asked by Patty why Doug's papier-mâché volcano keeps erupting, Doug tells her it's because he loves her. Sweet, sure, but when you read between the lines, you begin to understand exactly how Doug feels using the volcano as a metaphor for his enthusiasm and excitement when it comes to Patty. Doug also named his volcano the Mighty Volcano, which makes us wonder if anything else has a nickname. Technically speaking, this moment comes from the Rugrats movie, which was released by Paramount Pictures back in 1998, but Nickelodeon was still involved with the production, and therefore we say it counts. In this scene, the Rugrats go into a lab and find a room full of newborns. These babies are looking over their respective bodies, likely looking at their belly buttons after the doctor cut them, as the line, "They cut my cord," is said by one of them. Only then, a diaper gets lifted, and the line, "Consider yourself lucky," is replied as the toddler looks down at his junk. Looks like someone got circumcised. Cartoons often find clever ways to put in suggestive and adult content into their shows that is designed to fly right over the heads of the kids watching the shows. Maybe it's for the adults, maybe it's for the kids when they're older. Regardless, many have them, including this hilarious bit from Hey Arnold. Timing and framing is everything, and in this case, Gramps happens to be standing next to the sign that points to him, instructing readers to try my sausage. While this obviously means the food, the way the shot is framed with Gramps makes it seem like the old man is offering something more than just the food on the menu, if you know what we mean. Speaking of excitement in that department, let's check back in on SpongeBob and what sort of antics are getting him into trouble. SpongeBob is definitely a man, and that man, even though he's a sponge, has some baseline urges. So SpongeBob seems to find some level of enjoyment by watching nature docs, specifically about marine animals, in this case, sea anemones. He seems very attentive watching the show, sitting at the edge of his seat. In fact, when asked what he's watching by Gary, who randomly walks in, SpongeBob freaks out and states that he was watching sports as he changes the channel. So, in other words, watching marine wildlife shows for SpongeBob is basically the same as us humans watching, well, you get it. Let's keep the attention on SpongeBob here just for a few more minutes. Or rather, to be more specific, Squidward and his reef blower. We're not saying what he does is weird, even though it is, but who are we to judge? Squidward puts up with a lot of crap, so if he finds some enjoyment playing with the reef blower, why not? He uses it on his face to make silly faces, uses it to propel him from side to side, and even puts it directly onto his squid bits. Because when it rains, it pours. Childhood is seriously getting tarnished here. Now back to Rocko's Modern Life, which is just about as clear and to the point as you can get short of Ren and Stimpy. It's pretty amazing what these shows got away with, as they're not subtle and pretty on the nose with what they were referencing. Case in point, this scene from the episode Gutter Balls, which features Rocco, Heifer, and Filbert playing a board game together. Pretty innocent, right? Except the board game is called Spank the Monkey and features a large monkey piece with a giant butt. Nothing like teaching kids to spank the monkey. How did parents watch these scenes back in the day and think they were okay for our young eyes? But there's more to Rocco's modern life than spanking some monkeys. This one in particular deals with that one job that Rocco once had, and once you realize what it is, your childhood is basically forever scarred now. So, we're sorry about this. The job Rocco gets is that of a phone operator. That doesn't sound too bad. Only, it's not just a phone operator job. He's working at a very, very hot line, if you catch our drift. Just look at the instructions on the wall that he has to follow. Anyone here want to call Rocco up? He doesn't sound too enthusiastic about his oh babies, so it may be more worth it for the laughs. Chances are you didn't watch the 1987 movie Fatal Attraction starring Glenn Close and Michael Douglas as a kid. Or if you did, your parents were very lax about letting you watch it. That's why, as a kid, you likely didn't catch the reference to the mature movie in an episode of the Rugrats. But there was such a reference, and the episode in question is referred to as Cradle Attraction, because of course it is. In it, the show imitates the stalking that featured heavily in the risque movie and involved a new girl named Megan stalking Chucky after falling for him. There's even a shot that replicates the movie. Weird to see coming from babies. At least a deadly ice pick wasn't involved. It seems that most of Hey Arnold's mature jokes come at the expense of Gramps, but that's okay because we certainly got a laugh out of them. After worrying about his age, Arnold comforts Grandpa and tells him he's not that old and that he has plenty of brain cells left. However, Grandpa reveals that may not be the case because he was in attendance at Woodstock, and if we put two and two together, Grandpa may have been on some powerful stuff back in 1969. Most of the adult jokes in animated shows are more raunchy in nature, but this is one of the few that actually indirectly references substances. Trippy. Here's another joke at the expense of the elderly, and it really makes us wonder what Nickelodeon was up to in those writing rooms. But needless to say, the older the character, the more adult the joke can be, we figure. In this episode of Rugrats, Grandpa rents some movies for the babies to watch on their own time. The kids' movies include a couple of Reptar hits like Reptar Come Home and Reptar Redux. But behind that movie is a copy of Lonely Space Vixens, a film that Grandpa states is for after they go to bed. Grandpa isn't just a freak, but a super freak. Hopefully he went to the movie rental store alone and didn't have to drag the babies into the back room area to pick out the special film. As mentioned, there are some weird things in Rocco's modern life, but none of them are perhaps as weird as what you're about to see here. This particular entry features the cow Heifer, so yeah, it's gonna get pretty freaky. In this scene, Heifer falls asleep in some hay and is having a rather peaceful sleep when a farmer begins to relieve him of his milk by strapping some device to him. A fun fact, though, only female cows can be milked, and Heifer is very much a male. Heifer's face says it all, and the analogy couldn't be more obvious as to what Rocco's feeling. Heifer enjoys it so much that his eyes turn to stars and he passes out with a smile on his face. Now who can honestly say that? There's nothing like some good wordplay and some euphemisms to make a seemingly innocent scene turn extremely dirty. Case in point, this scene from the Rugrats. The scene in question features a toy called Mr. Boppo, which is a punching bag with a clown face on it created by Stu. The toy was eventually lent to Chucky, who spent large portions of time alone in his room with Mr. Boppo, and the worry was that he was bopping his Boppo all afternoon while tucked away in the room instead of playing with his friends. How could we not think of that as anything but dirty? While playing with his Boppo, probably...
Let's pause it. Let's head downstairs, I guess, and go into my balcony. Here we are. Let's go down here. And then my room should be here. Go this way. And then here we are. If this door fucking open, come on. Finally. Ooh, a computer. computer now. Have a lounge room, bedroom, have a lounge room, and a computer. Nice. Guess which was YouTube.
Was too big of a problem as a toddler, it was definitely more of an issue as Chucky got all grown up. Animaniacs had some seriously clever wordplay that may even stump some adults when it comes to its dirty jokes. This one is yet another example of clever wordplay that gets really dirty once you get it. Yakko gets asked a seemingly innocent question. Can he conjugate? Flustered, he responds with the revelation that he's never even kissed a girl. The teacher corrects him and says that she'll conjugate with him. Now what word sounds like conjugate? Oh! Ding, ding, ding! That's right. That's the true meaning of the joke. And yeah, it's pretty raunchy once you understand the joke. Remember when we said we could make a whole list of things that happened in Ren and Stimpy? We meant it. And that's why that show is going to close out this particular list, because it's a crazy one. For whatever reason, Stimpy has a log on his backside, and Ren needs to saw the wood. He puts said saw right on his manhood with a harness and begins to saw back and forth quite aggressively. Not only that, but once he tires out, the saw goes completely limp. Could this be any more obvious? Stimpy even enjoys the whole process a little too much, with animated hearts floating above his head at one point. Just don't watch this clip with the sound turned up too high.
Alright, so we'll pick a room. Let's pick this one over here. Get you guys just looking a little bit freaked out real quick just before we... Alright, welcome aboard everyone. Start with this thing? Yeah, we're just getting started. We're going to be doing some hunting ghosts. Hold on, man. Hold on, okay? I'm doing my little thing, alright? That means walk over there, walk over there. So, as you guys have clicked on the title, we are going to be hunting some ghosts. Oh, my interface glitched out again. I hate when it does this. Hold on one second, everyone. It was all set before and it does this. Of course. Okay, anyways. So, we're going to be hunting some ghosts, and it's going to be really fun. This is going to be Phasmophobia in GTA. Echo. Oh, what? What do you mean, Echo? Oh.
It's either I get high in the fucking ass, or I don't get high in the ass.
Let's have another joint.
Alright, that should be much better. So sorry guys. So welcome to tonight's stream. I had a duplicate audio thing for some reason. So today, we're going to be doing hunting ghosts, just like Phasmophobia. Who just donated? I am so sorry, my interface is completely broken right now. MJ, thank you for the one. Alright, so we're going to get right into it here. Just move this one over here.
Flashlight or flashlight.
Hold on one second, everybody. 1 second. I messed this up. Alright. Looking good, looking good. Welcome, everybody, welcome. I am live on YouTube and Twitch, in case you guys did not know. Make sure you tell the voices in your head that I got my Facebook Live going. Okay. Thank you. Facebook Live, wait, what? I got a GoPro attached to my head for this event. Yeah, it's gonna be sweet. Yes, my friend Reese Brunk is also streaming, so make sure you go watch his perspective as well.
I guess let's pause it and head to bed. Cause why the fuck not? May as well. Head to bed, I guess. Fucking body way down. There we are. Let's head to bed. Okay. It's 9 AM. So let's head out and then chill here, my dude.
Alright. JY, thank you for the one. Much appreciated.
damn, killing Eddie or something.
I'm gonna kill
Hello,
you.
gentlemen. Hello. How you guys doing?
And they killed Eddie.
What are you doing, man?
All right. So you guys are here for the ghost hunting, right?
They already got Eddie, Mr. We gotta get these ghosts. Please, they killed him.
Now I need you all to, if you're interested in this gig, you got to sign these waivers here. I'm gonna hand waivers to all of you.
I can't read. Somebody read this for me.
Yeah, Sir the Black Shirt, were you saying something? Yeah, what's your question, sir?
Okay. Alright,
Okay.
If I took it's a Wookiee.
Okay. If I took a hit of acid before we did this, how interesting would it be?
Alright, it says right here that
took a-
they're not liable for
sorry, you
anything
said
that may happen.
acid?
Understand that?
Acid.
Anything
Oh,
that happens,
I mean,
they're not liable.
it would be interesting, but
Well, we just signed the thing and then.
acid over
You're not
here.
gonna die.
Well, I don't know if we like that. No, I haven't dropped it yet.
You haven't dropped it yet. You probably shouldn't if you're gonna be hunting
Alright.
ghosts. I don't know what the benefit of that would be. Aside from you
I got a
tripping
question.
balls in the middle
Just
of
let him.
our hunt.
If he wanna trip balls, so be it. He can trip balls.
I got one good question.
Oh, God, nice question. Thank you for the three.
Oh, how much do we get paid?
How much you getting paid?
in the suit.
Well, it's for content purposes. We're doing a documentary on a bunch of haunted places.
I'm
in the
dropping
city.
acid.
Oh, so if I could put my mixtape at the end of the documentary.
Yeah, if you do a good job, maybe.
Oh,
RB, thank you for the wine. Much
I'm
appreciated.
gonna get so much
Sparkling diamond.
money from that. Wait, $20 for mixtape.
You need me to get the camera?
It's
Go
$100.
get the camera.
Okay.
Camera out of the truck. Okay, so I can only take, I think, I can only take 3 at the time right now. Oh God. UNS
What do I do with this thing?
6, thank you for the 3.
You gotta sign it. You know, you
Much
do have
appreciated.
a signature.
Alpha Ace 97
Hey, wait.
10, love the bits. Thank you very much,
That's
Ace.
not how that works, buddy.
I just scribbled
Thank
it
you
out.
very much, guys.
So aren't me and this dude the first one who just signed? Yeah. He's showing us where I don't mind waiting.
I just
started-
started.
oh,
You
I
wanna
got
interview
a
them one by one or whatever?
Okay, so
I think I did it.
alright, I'm gonna take you 3 here. Come follow me over here.
Oh,
Yeah.
What? I don't.
We're gonna break it up into groups.
I'll be with you later, alright? I got you.
So what makes you think this place is haunted? Like, what makes you think that?
So we have a lot of reports that came in and that there were, these are historical areas that, events have happened in them that have made them haunted. And then look at, thank you for the 2. Massive question. Hell yeah. Next time, maybe. They're historical
guys, go ahead,
places.
move back a
The first
couple
place we're going to be going
of
to
feet,
is a
please.
motel in...
I guess let's pause it and head outside. Head out to the yard or something like that. Because, yeah, why the fuck not? May as well. I can't believe it's been a year. Now it's 19, you know. Here is the stuff that you ordered. Isaac,
Thomas.
for 2 double cheeseburgers and a chocolate sundae. Thanks.
Alright, everyone, get in the back.
You're welcome.
To
See ya, site director.
To everybody,
See ya.
we'll be back. I guess we're gonna have to. I don't know if I want to split up. I hear something.
Alright.
That was a good burger.
Hey, Acid Dude, do you wanna stay? We're gonna talk to you on the radio. You're gonna stay in here alone, okay?
What is that sound? Is that a
We need to get
jet?
some information.
It's so abrupt. What is that?
I don't hear anything.
You don't
There's a
hear
good
that?
burger and
I hear that. I hear that. What is that?
a chocolate sundae. There's a good sundae.
If you're here talking to this box.
Come on, it wasn't supposed to be this scary. We're supposed to do post production on this, man. We're supposed to make it look scary.
You're
I
here.
know. We need it. Listen, Tom, listen. That's what we're gonna do. Get your head straight, first of all. Okay, second of all, this is
share
Tom,
out in the parking
listen.
lot.
Listen,
Okay,
think
Orange,
about,
let me try to talk to you.
think
Stop
about
talking to it. Don't
The
talk
ratings.
another word to it.
the ratings, Tom. The ratings.
Bloody
We're gonna
Mary
take this
fucking
serious.
did it, I bet.
We're taking this serious, okay? We're taking this serious like it's a real ghost hunt.
Of course I'm taking
Okay.
it serious. We're gonna fucking die here. This goddamn
Where
idiot
are
gonna
you?
talk about Bloody Mary in 5 seconds.
Bloody Marys
Shut-
are real.
Shut the hell up, man. Whenever you said that, this shit started happening. I blame you for this.
It's myth, John.
Real
It's
one,
myth, John.
outside.
It's a myth. No, it isn't. Look it. It was not haunted
getting,
when we
like,
first came
real
here.
with
This
the
is supposed to be the least scariest place.
Honestly.
You know how I am
I'm
with
getting
scary
cold.
situations. This is just, yeah, this is Hey, you got any of those jackets that you're wearing in the back or anything? It's getting cold outside, man.
Cold, then I just started hitting little.
Get a phone call. Okay, hey, hang on, guys. It might be a business call.
Body in the pool.
What? There's a body in the pool. Get the camera. There's a body in the pool?
God, wait, it's gone.
There's no body. What do you mean? There's no body here.
There was one.
I can't hear. There's no body here. What are you talking about? Hang on, sorry. I'm busy right now. Are you good?
Let's have another joint.
No, I'm not. I saw blood spread out and I saw a body.
What is that down below? Hey, go get the water. Oh my god.
Okay, yeah, I think this is real.
You saw a body. Was it floating or was it underneath?
It was underneath. It was under the water.
Can you back the camera up a little bit? Is there a reason for you to be right in my face? Jeez. I don't like this at all.
The new shot director is hot. I'm gonna try to fuck up pretty much when she show up next. Jane is hot. The new shot director of this place is fucking hot, dude. I'm gonna try to fuck her when I see her next.
It's one.
Alright, okay, we're gonna go to the next room over here. Come on, camera guy. We'll go over to this room. Hey, by the way, this is 17B, the room the guy was talking about. This is 17?
Talk to it again.
This is 17B. 17.
How about this one?
I don't know. Listen. This is for the ratings, okay? You remember the guy that said, watch out for 17B? I don't want to be involved in this. Cameras down. I'm putting the cameras down for a second. Listen, okay? This is what I have to say.
Hear that?
We are going to get good money on this one. It is a real one.
It's just like, no, it wasn't me.
Nope. Alright, we're rolling. Go. We're going.
Clock?
We're going. Time.
Clock? Look at the clock.
Hey, look at the clock.
Look at the clock.
What is this Twilight Zone shit? What kind of Twilight Zone shit is this?
Everyone's the
I'm sure the clock is broken, okay? Call the company, figure it out. The time so the clock's doing that.
Where are you?
I'm good, man. I don't know. Jonathan, welcome back. It's fine. You start floating and move in front of everyone and act like nothing happened. That'd be hilarious. Hold on.
Okay, stop talking.
Ghost writing. I need everybody to clear out the room. Everyone needs to clear out the room. I'm going to stay in here alone with the cameras. Alright. We're setting up cameras.
You guys on the radio? You guys hear me on the radio?
Yep, go ahead.
Yep, I can hear you.
Are you staying with me, Tom? You need help?
Dude, I
You
saw
sure
body
you need help?
dude. I'm not.
I mean, we
I'm
can get one of the
not
other guys to help you. Listen, no one else wants to stay in here alone, so I'm going to do it myself, okay? Fine. This is just the first step, okay?
Fine, I'll stay here. Fine, fine.
Okay.
Sit here.
Okay.
I know I'm not tripping.
I'm tripping. There's dragons.
Alright, let's get the voice box, the spirit box out, so.
Yeah, I can feel it coming in there tonight. Oh, yeah.
Oh, alright, we'll start spirit box, here we go.
Or a little fucking dragon.
This is the ghost writing, here we go, spirit box, alright, here we go. What is your name?
What the hell? What the?
What?
There's someone in that window.
What's your name?
What?
Go. Going in the upstairs, Trader. There's someone in the room. We got someone in the room.
Did we find a cold spot?
Richard, down floor. So we got one person in the room.
Let's go! Get that camera.
What?
Fucking joke, Tom! Running's clear.
Roll.
Here,
Are you here?
Danny, you good? Hang on, he's gonna try to talk to me. I'm talking alone.
Alright, you got us on the radio?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you
Talk to
here?
us on the radio. We're gonna communicate through the radio. We're gonna get away from you.
Are you here?
Let's look out.
Guys? Guys? What? Hold on. What? I see someone. I see a dead hooker.
Where? Where are you? Second floor?
Second
It's
floor.
this guy right here.
Ready to breathe.
Okay.
On your six.
Check temperatures. Are we getting temperature drops here?
Sometimes it is beer box. It's not. Do what?
Go.
Are we gonna get a truck and get our guns?
shit. Okay. I finished that one. I guess. Finish, it says. So, what video should I watch next?